Hey everyone, my name is Jamie Lee. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video today. Now today we're back with another Berlook swimsuit haul and review. Specifically today I'm taking a look at a bunch of their one pieces. Whenever I talk about Berlook, really there are two main things that I feel that they're known for, like that I specifically think of them of. One, stunning, really unique one pieces, so that is what we are going to be taking a look at today. And two is teeny tiny skimpy little itty bitty bikinis. So if you are in the market for some itty bitty bikinis, they have so many of them and a lot of them are sickeningly cute, like so cute. But also if you're looking for like a stunner of a one piece, something that's like a little different, that's really interesting, that's really eye-popping, cool designs, cool colors, I think that they are really the place to go. I have some of my all-time favorite one piece swimwear has been from this brand. So today Berlook sent over 4 different one piece options, and then they did also send this little like beachy cover-up dress. I figure we'll go through everything one at a time. We'll talk about them, what I like, what I don't like, and ultimately whether I recommend them or not. And like always, I would love to get your opinion on which of these pieces you like, what you liked about them, what you didn't. I love to hear from you down in the comments section if you have anything that you would like to comment on. Now, when it comes to Berlook, I personally wear a size large in all of their stuff, and for reference, I usually wear a US size 10 or medium / large depending on the brand in bottoms and a 34G or a medium up top. In Berlook, I find that their size chart skews slightly smaller than what you might expect from an American brand, so I do personally size up to a large in everything, and that has fit me great so far. And in terms of pricing, a lot of their one-piece swimsuits are around the like $50 to $60 range. Their bikinis will be like around there or slightly more. You do buy bikinis separately as like 2 separate pieces. And I should mention all of the prices on their website are in USD. However, from what I have tried from this brand personally, I do think that the prices are reasonable. I've had a couple of suits from them for a few years now. They still look great and feel great, and they all just feel very good. When you get their suits, like they have so much more structure to them than something that you might get from like Walmart or Target or Aerie or Old Navy. They just feel so much thicker and better. I've never had a white suit that gets see-through when wet or anything like that, so I have so far been very, very happy with this brand. And like always when we do these videos, I will make sure that I list all of the pieces I'm wearing in the order I'm wearing them, along with what size I got, what color I got, and a direct link to them in case you want to check them out for yourself down in the description box. So all of that info will be down there along with my sizing again if you forget. But with that, we've got lots of cute swimsuits to try on, so let's jump right into it with this first cover up. I am actually wearing this without a swimsuit underneath because this is the type of cover up situation that you could absolutely just wear on vacation as well. So this is one of their white beach dresses. I thought that this just looked absolutely adorable on the website. It has this flowy skirt made of a linen and viscose blend that feels very soft, very breathable, super airy, definitely looks very pretty as well. Obviously, as you can see, very plunging in the front, which I think would look quite good if you had a bikini underneath it as well, little pop of the bikini, but I do think it also works on its own. Now I'm just wearing pasties under here, so if you see like a tiny glimpse of a nude circle, that's the pasties. And from the back you can see we've got kind of a crisscross design going on. We have some elastic down here to keep it tight to your body, and this skirt is also double lined. You can see that it does have a slightly shorter interior lining in there to help it be a little bit more opaque. Obviously a white linen, very, very sheer style of fabric. And you can see, like I'm wearing black underwear under here. If I pull this tight, you can definitely see the color of that. If you wore nude underwear, I think you'd be good to go if you wanted to just wear this as like a little dress on vacation. And then obviously if you have swimwear on underneath it, I think part of the fun of a cover-up dress like this is that you do kind of see that bathing suit situation a little bit. You see the strappiness of the bikini, you see that leopard print through, and I think that that would be really adorable. So I'm definitely quite pleased with this. I think that it looks really cute, and I think it feels nice and soft and comfy, and also easy to put on and off, which I think is of utmost importance when you're doing a cover up, because I want to be able to like throw this thing on and go grab lunch. I don't want to be like messing around with it for a long time. And I think for me, this definitely fits the bill. So I am super pleased with that. And for our first swimsuit, we have this dark coffee colored Lurex deep V one piece. So obviously we have that very plunging deep V in the front. I have talked about this before, but I feel like for a one piece to feel super cute to me, it needs to have something like interesting going on. So a deep V fits the bill for me. I just need something. I can't do like an all the way up to the neck, fully covered everything one piece. I just feel like it is a little boring for me personally. But if you don't like that super deep V, we have some other options that do not have that at all. Now this one obviously is also made of a Lurex fabric, so you can see that it is super shimmery. And I think in person, it probably has even more shimmer than what you can see on camera. And under the direct sunlight, you will be like glistening. And one thing that I really like about the Berlook Lurex pieces is they're not super scratchy. Like sometimes when you get something made out of Lurex, it feels terrible on your skin. It just feels like it's scratching you, cutting you up, and you can't even wear it for 5 minutes without it being unbearable. I don't personally find that with their pieces. They're just a lot softer than some other Lurex that I've tried in the past, and I do think that the shimmer looks really pretty. Across the center here, we have these two dark lines that have that same kind of piping that you have on the outsides here. I think that that looks good, very cute. The bottom, you could definitely pull this down a little bit if you wanted it to come more of like a traditional bikini cut. Something that I like once again with a lot of the Berlook one pieces, you can kind of hike them up a little bit. I personally really don't like when a swimsuit cuts right across this seam where my leg bends. I just find it very irritating. I feel like all day I'm like pulling it out of there. So I like something that sits a little bit higher up. It also gives the benefit when it comes up slightly higher of making your legs look a little bit longer. And I'm only 5'1", so I need the help with that. And then from the back, this suit is pretty much full coverage. You can see you've got lots of bum coverage. The back has a little bit of a scoop, nothing too extreme. It's really only extreme in the deep V portion from the front. Now, one thing that I should mention with a super deep V like this, you don't necessarily have a lot of bust support, obviously. Like things are kind of just in here. You can lift things and set them where you want them to be, and they will, for the most part, stay there. But obviously if you're like jumping, swimming around, they are going to like naturally want to sink back down to where they sit. So I personally don't feel like I can wear this style of bathing suit for a super extended period of time because my neck and my back just get a little bit sore from the weight of my chest. However, Berlook does also carry different styles that do have a lot of bust support, so we'll take a look at one of those next. And in general, I think that this is cute. I think that it's really pretty. I do love that like sparkly dark brown with like the gold flecks. I think that that's really pretty, really interesting. And I think that the suit fits really comfortably, which is always amazing as well. All right, next up we've got the black contrast underwire swimsuit. So this time we do have full underwire kind of holding your bust in place and providing you with a little bit of lift and support. Now this does have fairly thin straps, so if you have like a very large chest, I think that you might still have a little bit of a struggle with support in this. I personally am finding my chest is just like a little too heavy to be lifted up in this because the straps are stretchy. So I can shorten those up, but they have to be like pretty short to really give me a lot of lift, and then it almost gets like a little too uncomfortable on the shoulders. So just keep that in mind. Now obviously this suit is black with all of the white contrasting pieces around the outside, and then it also comes with a little removable belt. I think that that's very cute. I have another Berlook suit that also is black and white that has a similar removable belt. I think that they just look very, very cute with like the little extra something something at the waist. I do think that my chest is probably a little bit too big for this exact swimsuit. Like out the sides, the underwire is ending here, and I do have like a bit of breast tissue that is just like not fitting in there, and I can't even like squeeze it in because I'm just going to be busting out the top. But I think that it visually looks pretty cute. I can't lie. I like, once again, the leg is a little bit higher cut, and And this one is once again a fairly full coverage from the back. You can see the back is just like a square cut with those adjustable straps. And I always feel like a black and white swimsuit ends up looking really chic. I always have. I think that it's just like quite cute, super classic, obviously. And I like how this looks. I think that it would have been nice to have a bit more space in the cups for my bust, but I do think that it's giving me definitely a lot more support and lift than that last suit was. Like, I could wear this one all day and I would actually feel like I was being supported in here. And I don't necessarily think you'd want to go up an additional size in this one because I do think that the rest of it would end up being a little bit too loose. But you'll have to let me know, do you like how this one looks or not? And do you think that the chest portion looks okay, even though it is obviously a little bit too small? Let me know what you think. All right, next up we've got this dark purple plum swimsuit with the detachable belt. So this belt is just like an elastic essentially that you put on over the swimsuit. It kind of cinches in the waist a little bit. It's got this little extra gold kind of like swirl detail in the center. I think that this looks so cute. And I think that this suit is also a great example of just like Berlook suits fit so well that it makes it seem so much more expensive than it is. So obviously this suit is this super dark luxe purple. It is this really nice, thick, ribbed material that is actually like holding you in. It does have removable padding in here. It's got a little bit of almost like a shelf bra situation that I find is actually giving me some support for my chest. It's kind of like compressing things a bit, lifting things a bit. It feels good. I think that it's fitting well. We've got the nice wide straps that I think look good but also feel good on the shoulders. You can see we have kind of like that square back, and then once again this one is a slightly lower coverage than the last one. I think that it looks really cute still though. And I feel like the shape of the suit is really what's giving it a lot of that like va-va-voom factor. Obviously like you have some cute little pop of cleavage, but you look so curvy because of that belt kind of cinching you in at just the right place that I think it looks a lot more impressive than just like a plain purple one-piece bathing suit, if that makes sense. I also really appreciate how high cut the legs are on this one. I think that that looks really good while having enough crotch coverage to still not feel like things are going to slip out at any moment. I think a lot of swimsuits that end up being a little bit higher cut, they do that by just making the entire like cutout for your legs way bigger, but that also includes the actual gusset area versus Berlook suits. Like I obviously am wearing underwear under every single swimsuit that I'm trying on. You should always do that in my opinion, whether you're going to keep them or not. I still always have underwear on underneath every single one of them. And there are some suits that you can absolutely see it coming out both sides. Like the actual gusset portion of the suit is this big and your underwear is this big. I have never had that problem with these suits. They actually seem like they are designed to fit like real human beings, not Barbie doll proportions. And I really like that. I like this suit. I think that it looks really cute and it's something that you could also wear even on like a more family-friendly vacation, which I do think is important to have at least a couple of suits that you can wear around your in-laws. All right, and last up we have another black one piece. From the front looks very, very standard. Your normal square neckline one piece, but from the back there is a lot more going on. You can see that we've got tons of different cutouts back here, a very plunging back. I feel like that's quite cute. We also have some like mesh paneling back here. Definitely a lot going on. Now this swimsuit is meant to have some kind of tummy control in it. I've tried tons of tummy control suits from all different brands, from like super expensive to much cheaper, and I would say that I don't personally feel any tummy control in this. If anything, it just feels like a standard stretchy swimsuit. The Berlook swimsuits are like quite thick feeling just in general, so I'm not noticing something significantly different. Now it does have kind of like a 2-layer design, and I'm wondering if that internal layer is meant to be like kind of holding you in or anything. But on me, it's not. Like, this is just what my body looks like. I don't find that it's smoothing things out a ton or like really sucking me in or anything. So if you're buying this suit specifically for that, I think you would be disappointed. Alternatively, if you're buying the suit because you just want like a really nice one piece with like something interesting going on the back, I think that you'll really like it, because like all of the Berlook suits, it feels good. It has like a very nice soft fabric, nice and thick, so it doesn't feel like it's just super flimsy and it's going to disintegrate in the water. I feel like it would last a long time like all of the other Berlook suits that I've tried. I like how it looks from the front, and obviously the back, it has this almost like a butterfly pattern to it. Once again, fairly full coverage, which you can get suits at Berlook that have a lot less coverage, but that's mostly their tiny skimpy bikinis. They have a couple of one pieces that are like a little skimpier on the bum if you're interested in that, but you'll definitely have to let me know how you feel about this suit. And overall, as you can tell, I think that Berlook just makes like good quality swimwear. All of their swimsuits feel thick, they feel good on the skin, none of them ever feel scratchy or uncomfortable, and in general I really like the brand. I've tried tons of their swimsuits, and I think that if you try any of them, you'll probably really enjoy them too. And with that, thank you to Berlook for sending over these suits today. I really appreciate it. I love being able to share new styles with you. And of course, ginormous thank you to you for watching this video. I wouldn't be able to do this if you didn't enjoy watching them, so I really appreciate that. And like always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if there's a particular suit style that you like more, let me know about it down in the comment section. I always love to have a little conversation down there. And with that, I hope that you have a fabulous day, and then I'll see you next time. Bye!